Hi everyone, here are some important updates about Summer Wells. Missing out of Rogersville today. Her grandmother and her mom issued statements to Channel 11. Her grandmother said, "Bring my grandbaby home. She's a lovely baby, and we're so thankful for everyone looking for her. We yelled and looked for her as much as we could. She's just gone. It's devastating." Candace Wells said, "I know she would never wander off this hill alone." And she also released new photos of Summer to News Channel 11, and here they are. And if you're wondering where is the rest of her statement, that's the only statement that Channel 11 put out. The other day, Kristen Kwan, a local reporter, posted something on her Facebook page. Many of you reached out asking how you can help Summer's brothers. The family likes to eat Little Caesars or any pizza. And they like to eat Golden Corral and at Mama's house. They like Hot Wheels and model cars. And could use a tablet. They would love to go to any indoor trampoline park. Waylon, age 9, shoe size is 6, clothing size is 10 to 12. Wyatt, age 11, shoe size 9, clothing size 14 to 16. Josie, age 12, shoe size 9, and clothing size is 16 to 18. Any gifts can be dropped off at the Kingsport Seventh-day Adventist Church at 3025 Fort Henry Drive. And I'm thinking, why didn't she ask for donations for Summer? Bizarre. So Nick Beers from NC5 issued this update on Facebook. Amber Alert update: the continuing search for 5-year-old Summer Wells. There are a number of theories and rumors about this tragic case. And so many of you message me each day asking for more details and hoping for some good news. I wish I had some. I've been in touch with the TBI and other sources close to the investigation and search crew members. And I just flew out personally on Sky 5 to Summer's home in Hawkins County to work the story. Here is the very latest, including some exclusive new details. It has now been 10 long days since Summer vanished on Tuesday, June 15th. There's now more than $50,000 in reward money and the TBI reports receiving nearly 400 tips on the case to 1-800-TBI FIND. Unfortunately, none of them have led to solid leads. Search crews from more than 70 agencies in 5 states, plus the FBI, are looking for Summer using canines, drones, helicopters, and walking line grid searches. So what is going on behind the scenes? This is what sources tell me. The investigation is shifting. It is looking less and less like Summer just wandered off into the woods and got lost, and more like she is the victim of foul play. She could have been abducted or harmed by someone close to her. The family is cooperating, and they have not been named suspects, but they're being questioned and closely watched. The TBI has said everyone is a person of interest. I also learned this fact: there are more than 40 convicted sex offenders living in Summers Rogersville zip code. Every single one will be questioned by authorities. You know, what the hell haven't... You would think that would be one of the first group that they would question. One source close to the investigation tells me that authorities are working tirelessly to find Summer, dead or alive. And if she is found deceased, there's a very good chance someone will be arrested and charged with the crime. Who and what charge is not clear, but I'm told there's a list of potential suspects, but no hard evidence. I'm told a body is likely needed before making an arrest. Of course, no one is giving up yet on finding Summer alive. And let's take a listen now to what the TBI announced just the other day.
Leslie, at this point in the search and investigation, do you believe Summer Wells is still alive?
We hope so, but honestly, we just don't know. I mean, we're holding out hope, doing everything we can. Obviously, we typically would have found a child at this stage in the investigation, so honestly, we just don't know. The circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remain unclear. TBI agents and Hawkins County detectives working alongside the FBI continue to work around the clock to determine what happened to Summer Wells. In order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we can't discuss everything we're doing and have done to find Summer. We're still trying to find Summer. It's now been 1 week and 2 days since she went missing. Here's what we can tell you. Numerous residents and individuals associated with the family have been interviewed. Surveillance video and photos have been reviewed, as well as other potential digital evidence. We're still working to identify everyone in the area on the afternoon that Summer went missing. One of you asked us in a previous briefing the standard amount of time it takes for a case like this to be resolved. While every case is different, this one is definitely outside of the norm. Typically, in an investigation like this one, we have some idea of where the case is headed and what might have happened within a few days. In this situation, despite doing everything within our power and exploring all avenues, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remain unclear. I understand the lack of answers frustrates you in the public, but trust me, no one is more frustrated than we are. If we develop information that will lead to locating Summer, we will share that with you first and foremost. In the meantime, we ask anyone with information who hasn't come forward to please call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
One point I want to make clear up, obviously, is a couple of days ago I asked for the public not to help us in our search in the woods and stuff. That is because we know where every searcher is, where every team is, And the captain and his staff, they're tracking everyone. So if we get the general public in the woods, we don't know about it, then they're going to get missed when they go home or don't go home. So it's going to be somebody else that we have to generate time and information and resources to find. What I did ask for, and I still need, is all the people in Upper Beech Creek, in Hawkins and Sullivan County, to search their property again and again. You got to look for a small child. You have to look for evidence of a small child's being. And if you got field cameras, if you got security cameras, we need you to check those again. Just keep checking them and checking them. And if you have a resident that cannot search their property themselves, if they'll call my office at 423-272-4848, I will send an officer to your residence to search your property for you.
Can you just sort of elaborate on what you guys know for sure happened before she went missing that Tuesday night?
We can't release any more than what we've already provided. We know that she was supposedly with family members outside of her home, was seen going into the home. When her mother went to check on her, she was not in the house.
What about lie detector tests? Has anybody been given those?
I think she can address this.
Well, it's no secret that the TBI has a polygraph unit. We don't discuss specifics, but I can tell you that we use that as an investigative tool. In a situation like this, we're going to use every resource and tool available to us. The family continues to cooperate at this time. If we have questions, they answer our questions. If we need them to come to the command post to clarify some information, they respond. So they've been very cooperative. We still don't know where Summer is. We don't know what happened to her, and it's extremely frustrating. I can't tell you how heartbreaking it is. The sheriff has worked around the clock, his team's worked around the clock. The search crews, TBI agents, FBI agents, we're doing everything we can to find her, but to not have any more answers than we do at this stage, it's just heartbreaking. At least we know that her family reported her missing. They called the sheriff's office around 6:30. Prior to that, it was early afternoon when she was last seen, and they searched for a little bit and then reported her missing. Thank you for coming out. I know a couple of you had questions asking why we are not having daily media briefings. The simple answer is we just haven't had any new information to provide. But just because we don't have a briefing doesn't mean that you can't reach out to us and ask any questions you may have. And of course, we are going to continue to post updates on Twitter and the TBI Facebook page. And feel free to check with us if you have any additional questions or need clarification. Thank you.
Here are some updates from previously this week.
TBI agents continue to work with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI in an effort to determine what happened to Summer.
Investigators now say they will continue the Amber Alert search, but starting tomorrow, they'll have a focus on specific areas using specialized teams. That area in Hawkins County, in and around the place that Summer Wells calls home. It's off Ben Hill Road.
I want the word to get out to all the residents in the Upper Beech Creek community, Hawkins County and Sullivan County. We need the residents to go back today, tonight, tomorrow, as soon as possible, and go back and check their entire property, any outbuildings, any barns, any place a child could hide. We desperately need you to do that for us.
We've spoken with her parents. I can't speak for them. They spoke with you. They're being cooperative. Of course, they're upset. So we continue to keep them updated and do whatever possible we can to find Summer. And we just ask everyone in the community, especially those of you who have any tidbit of information that you haven't shared, to please come forward. Her family asks that as well. As we've said time and time again, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance are very much under investigation. And at this time, we continue to explore all possibilities.
We learned Candace Bly, Summer Wells' mother, has passed a polygraph test that was administered today. That information coming from Summer's father, Don Wells.
The ground search for Summer continues. It's possible that she wandered off and is lost and afraid.
They've been all through there with a fine tooth comb. Yeah. Several times over. She's not in the area.
We are utilizing all available resources to include the FBI's Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team. We want to reiterate that the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remain unclear, which is why we've been exploring all possibilities. Agents and detectives have followed up on a number of leads, to include residential surveillance video and photos from around the area of Summer's home. Drivers seen in the area at the time of her disappearance have been identified and interviewed. While we've not ruled out an abduction, we simply do not have any evidence at this point to confirm that's what occurred.
What do you think at this point happened to her?
I'm still on with all these rumors going around, we're starting to wonder this and that, but looks like it's still back to somebody abducted her.
Are you involved with some people that could have possibly done that?
No. I try to stay involved with church people and good people and stuff like that, especially for my kids' sake.
So if she was abducted, you think it was somebody that you don't know?
Yeah.
If they have her right now, what kind of message would you want to say?
Just please have mercy on that poor little baby. If there's an ounce of mercy in your body, please let her find a way to get home. So maybe God will have mercy on you.
What's it like on, this Father's Day to have one of your children missing?
It's horrible. Horrible, absolutely horrible.
She's your youngest?
Yes.
What are you hoping at this point?
Hoping that she comes home, I'm hoping and praying that she's not in any pain or misery or being hurt.
So Don Wells has stated that his wife Candace has taken it past a polygraph test, but the police have not confirmed that. This is Summer's grandmother, Candace Harrer. People are wondering why she posted this on Facebook the very next morning after Summer disappeared. I think we can conclude that the timeout generation didn't produce as good of citizens as the ass-beating generation. Her version is Summer and Candace was planting some flowers right before she went missing. We came to the camper and had some candy. Mom walked Summer halfway back home to see her brothers. They said she went down to her room to play and she was gone. Mom helped me to straighten my knee brace out. 4 minutes at the most. She said she had to go check on the kids. And Summer's been gone ever since. So this is the garden. A lot of things look old. But that's not to say they didn't plant seeds or something somewhere. So the Wells family lives up this holler out in the middle of nowhere, out in a country road, right? It's really nice, I think. But if you look down at the basement door, it only has a window. Usually basement doors don't have a window. And why in the hell would you put your little daughter, that's only 5, down there in the basement if what the grandmother says is her room down there? I mean, why? That's really stupid. I'm praying they find little Summer soon. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye.